Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you a potato demonstration. And this is going to work for all potatoes. I'm making this for a scalloped potato recipe, right? So in this, I have potatoes and onions. But if you were doing like potato salad and you wanted to quickly make some potatoes, or you're doing scalloped potatoes or gratin potatoes, and you want to do your potatoes quickly, they go into the Instant Pot very well. So it's pretty much just like the pasta, right? So we're going to take our potatoes. This was 4 potatoes and 1 onion because I'm going to make scalloped potatoes later. And I just took 6 cups of water, or enough water. This is an eyeball method again, right? Just cover it. Just cover your potatoes. So just enough water to cover your potatoes is enough. And then you go ahead and you set it back. And remember, this is my beat up one, so you have to excuse this one, but it works good. This is my big beat up one, and that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and set this on 4 minutes again. And what we're going to do is the same thing we did with the pasta. We're going to, this one is a little more involved, right? It's not like you just put it. You have to push the start button. So we're going to do pressure cook on high, turn that keep off. We're going to put it on 4 minutes again, and we're going to start it. This is going to take its time to get up to pressure. Then it's going to cook for 4 minutes at pressure. And then we're going to let it slowly release because it has that liquid in it. And our potatoes should be perfect. I think I'm going to release them before the 7 or 8 minutes, not like the pasta. I'm going to release it a little early because in this instance, I'm making potatoes, scalloped potatoes. So I don't want my potatoes to be too done. But if you want them all the way done through, you might let it release for 7, 8, 9 minutes. But I'm going to release mine a little early because I want to have al dente potatoes. Okay, so we're going to let that sit, and it's going to get up to pressure for 4 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and release it at about 5 minutes. My potatoes have been cooking at the 4 minutes. They released for 7 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and spoon them out because we're going to make scalloped potatoes, okay? And for this dish, I'm actually going to use the Instant Pot and the air fryer. So we got our potatoes here. And again, this is the kind of thing you are decompressing. You don't want to be chained to the stove. You have other things that you're doing. You just allow the pressure cooker beeps to let you know, let it shut itself off. You're good to go, right? Okay, so now I'm going to make the scalloped potatoes. I'm going to start with the same Instant Pot, and I'm going to put it on saute. And I'm going to just leave the time for what it is. It says 27. I'm not going to use the 27 minutes, but I don't want to go through turning it off because when it's time to switch, I'll just take it off. So it's heating up, and I'm going to use a half a stick of butter, some flour, and the ingredients are inside of your recipe card. Gonna let that move together. Gonna make a little bit of a cream sauce. Just keep mixing till the butter melts and it mixes together with the flour. Okay, so we got our flour and our butter together. Then we're going to start adding in some milk. Keep going with this cream sauce. Remember, it's on saute. So it's kind of, this eliminates the need to open up another pan on your stove or even to turn on your stove, right? We do it all in the pot. And we'll let that thicken. We're going to put some salt and some pepper. Now, this is a scalloped potato recipe. So I am not using cheese on this. If I use cheese, it would be all gratin potatoes. If you want to add cheese, that is your choice. And if you did, you would do that now. You add a little cheese here, and then you can also add it to the layers that we're going to do in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let that keep working. I'm going to start layering my potatoes. So I have my potatoes and onions here. Keep checking on my cream sauce every once in a minute to make sure it's thickening it up, because it will. It's going to take a little bit of time. Go ahead and layer in my potatoes and onions. Add a little salt and pepper to each layer. Then we're going to take some of our cream sauce and add it in. Now keep in mind that this cream sauce is actually going to thicken as it bakes, because it's going to thicken with the potatoes, the butter, the cream, all of that's going to thicken together. Next, layers. Salt and pepper. Oh, the cream sauce is getting really starting to come to a boil now. Just add some more of it inside of our dish. Now you see, you notice it is beeping when I lift it up. That means that when you don't have your pot, your Instant Pot talks to you. It tells you, hey, put that pot back on. So I like that about the Instant Pot. It talks to you. So if you don't know what you're doing, no worries. It's going to help you out. I'm going to take the last bit of cream sauce, pour it over the top. And instead of turning on your oven, we're going to use our Instant Pot again. Okay, and this time we're going to use the bake. And it says bake for 30 minutes. We don't really need 30 minutes, so I'm going to put it inside of there. Close it in and change the time. Put it on start. And take the time down. Take the temperature to about 375. And the time, I'm going to take that down to about 12 minutes. And we'll have scalloped potatoes. Okay, my scalloped potatoes are ready. They look amazing. All in the air fryer. I'm going to lift them out. You can allow that to set because they're piping hot right now. So you can allow that to set. I'm going to add a little parsley and a little paprika over the top. And these are ready to serve. Now, because it's so piping hot, you can literally let this set for a good 20 minutes and it's still going to be wonderful and warm, and all of the cream sauce is going to meld to that potato, and it's just going to be a yummy, yummy dish for the family. And you didn't have to turn on the stove at all. You use the Instant Pot and you use the air fryer, and there you go. You got your scalloped potatoes for the night. I love it.